Good morning, everyone. I'm Jude Broadworth with the White Pigeon Library, and today I have the honor in being inside of St. Joseph Church here in White Pigeon, Michigan. And with me, I have Ron Ozarzak, who is a parishioner here. We have found out that there's some really interesting things in this church and some interesting history, and Ron is going to take us on a little tour and talk about some of these things. Hi, Ron. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Great. Thank you for being with me.
It's an honor to be, have the opportunity to take and invite you all to see. First of all, this is the inside of the church. This is our altar here, statue of the Blessed Mother, St. Joseph, and Jesus Christ up there on the cross. And what we are really here to take a look at is a very, very unique statue of St. Jude Thaddeus, which is in our prayer room in the back of the church. Okay, this is actually the prayer room that was converted from what we called the cry room in 2015 by the Knights of Columbus, because we had no really place to take and put this unique statue of St. Jude Thaddeus in the church proper.
When did you come across the statue of what you heard?
The statue was delivered in March of 2015. It was donated by a parishioner, and the pastor at that time said, wow, once you take a look at the craftsmanship on this, people really don't believe that this is a wood-carved statue. And we'll take a good close look, and I'll describe three different distinct parts of this statue that St. Jude Thaddeus, who is he? He's one of the 12 apostles, but he's the hope of hopeless and impossible cases.
Ron, so this space is open when the church is for people to come in, pray to the statue?
Right. Well, they don't pray to the statue.
Okay.
The statue is a image of St. Jude Thaddeus. You're praying to the man up above, St. Jude, and
this is your symbol.
It's a symbol, exactly right. So, but again, the prayer room is open. Father Andrew Waskowski is our pastor, and he invites anyone, after we take a video, anyone who wants to come into the church. Church is open 9:30 on Thursday, from 9:30 until 5:15. It's quiet time in the church. Parishioners come, just sit in the pews, pray, reflect on, hey, either their day, their week, or whatever. So Thursday is a perfect day. The west doors are available, they're open, and people can come in, very quiet, come in, take a look, sit down, have a quiet time.
So This is the statue, and it truly is remarkable. You say this is carved of wood.
This is a wood-carved statue, and it was carved in Italy out of linden wood. It stands 5 foot tall from top to bottom and has three unique features on it. And I'll describe each one of the features. One is the flame over the head. And if you allow me, I've pulled up three different biographies of St. Jude, and I'd like to take and read from the biography what that flame represents. It says, St. Jude is often shown in paintings or statues with the flame around his head. This represents his presence at Pentecost, when he received the Holy Spirit with the other apostles. Everyone says, well, how do we know this is St. Jude? I mean, all 12 apostles received the flame. But this particular part of the statue, this is a image of Jesus Christ on his chest, and he's pointing to the image of Jesus Christ. What does that represent? Once again, I go to the biographer of St. Jude. And it says, St. Jude is traditionally depicted carrying the image of Jesus in his hand or close to his chest. This idea comes from a biblical story in which King Abgar of Edessa, a city located in what is now eastern Turkey, asked Jesus to cure him of leprosy and sent an artist to bring him a drawing of Jesus. Impressed with Abgar's great fate, Jesus pressed his face into a cloth and gave it to St. Jude to take to Abgar. Upon receiving Jesus' image, the king was cured and converted to Christianity along with most of the people under his rule. So that signifies this now, St. Jude's statue, St. Jude's paintings, you'll know it's St. Jude because the paintings and statues will have that image of Jesus Christ. Okay. The third part of this statue that's unique feature is this club that he's holding in his left hand. And once again, St. Jude is believed to have been martyred in Persia or Syria around 65 AD. The axe or club that is often shown holding in pictures symbolizing the way in which he was killed. Truly, he paid the ultimate price for his faith. After his death, the body was brought back to Rome. So, these features describe St. Jude Thaddeus. And again, why St. Jude Thaddeus? I mean, why do people? St. Jude is known to be the hope of hopeless and impossible situations.
So Ron, I really thank you for telling me some of the history of this, and this has got to be just a very, very special thing to have here in White Pigeon. Can people just come in and use this room if they want to?
Our pastor, Father Andrew Roskowski, has an open invitation to anyone who wants to take a first-hand look of, at this statue. This is a, quiet room here. We have votive candles there. There's a prayer to St. Jude up on the wall there. If anyone wants to come and reflect, have a quiet, or has a challenge in life that they need, answered, here's the place. So, votive candles, prayer to St. Jude, stained glass window, and here's basically the quiet room for St. Jude.
And I know you're holding a book that you're interested in. Some of us older timers know Danny Thomas. Right.
The seniors out there in the audience will know who Danny Thomas is. Danny Thomas was one interesting person. He was a down and out actor or comedian, and I'm just going to read one sentence. I had my first big success at the 5100 Club in Chicago, and I set out to fulfill my vow. That shrine became the world-famous St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis. Danny Thomas was making $45 a week when he made this promise. Today, you have an unbelievable research hospital in Memphis, Tennessee, that is, dedicated because he made the promise. So, hope of hopeless and impossible cases, there was one instance. So, that's why I'm holding. The book will be available at the library for any people, anyone that's interested in reading about Danny Thomas.
Well, thank you so much. This has been wonderful. And like Grant said, we'll have the book at the library. Also, the library is a great place for resources. If you want to learn more, we're more than happy to help you.
And I'll have the three biographies of St. Jude, just condensed. The longest one is 4 pages. The shortest one is 2 pages. If anyone wants to take and really just get a skim through who is St. Jude Thaddeus, the library will have that also. So.
We appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you for coming and giving us the privilege of introducing, St. Jude Thaddeus to the, White Pigeon, community. Thank you.
Our pleasure. Thank you.